Pennsylvania, the linchpin of her strategy. The Harris campaign telling us they knocked on 100,000 doors there this morning alone before 11 a.m. An all-out effort to get out the vote. Former President Trump, meantime, visiting his campaign headquarters in Palm Beach, Florida, sounding confident.
It's too early to congratulate them.
Across the battlegrounds, election officials say the vote is going smoothly.
Let's see what turned out in the other campaign. Former President Donald Trump closing out his campaign with 3 stops in the battleground states, North Carolina, Pennsylvania tonight, Philly and Michigan. ABC's Rachel Scott on the Trump campaign tonight.
Tonight in North Carolina, Donald Trump and the closing argument his team was hoping for in the final days. What he says will be his last campaign.
But I'd like to begin by asking a very simple question. Are you better off now than you were 4 years ago? And I've asked that question so many times that I've never had one hand go up for the other. With your vote tomorrow, I will end inflation. I will stop the invasion of criminals coming into our country.
The former president calling this the end of one journey and the start of a new one.
This is really the end of a journey, but a new one will be starting, and that's the one we wanted to partake in, which is basically to make America great again, and now we'll have a chance to do it after today.
In these crucial final hours, Trump also taking time to do an interview on the podcast, former New England Patriots coach Bill Belichick.
This is more exciting, I hate to say it, Doug, but this is more exciting than any football game.
The interview, in keeping with Trump's strategy to win support among young men, which that doesn't typically turn out in large numbers. This featured wrestler Hulk Hogan at his campaign event, and recently sat down for a lengthy interview on Joe Rogan's podcast.
Do you want to go with an 80-year-old president?
But one of Trump's most prominent female supporters, former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley, has warned she could risk alienating women.
This is not a time for them to get overly masculine with this romance thing that they've got going. 53% of the electorate are women. Women will vote.
Haley spoke at the Republican National Convention, and she has not campaigned for Trump. Still, she published an op-ed in the Wall Street Journal today telling voters to back him.
This will be the golden age of America.
Tonight at a rally in Pennsylvania, a crowd positioned behind the candidate, largely female, holding pink signs reading, "Women for Trump."
We still have votes to count. We still have states that have not been called yet. We will continue overnight to fight to make sure that every vote is counted, that every voice has spoken. So you won't hear from the Vice President tonight, but you will hear from her tomorrow. She will be back here tomorrow to address not only the HU family, not only to address her supporters, but to address the nation. So thank you. We believe in you. May God bless you. May God keep you. And go HU and go Harris. Thank you all.
75th president. And every citizen, I will fight for you, for your family, and your future. Every single day, I will be fighting for you with every breath in my body. I will not rest until we have delivered the strong, safe, and prosperous America that our children deserve and that you deserve. This will truly be the golden age of America. That's what we have to have. This is a magnificent victory for the American people that will allow us to make America great again. And in addition to having won the battleground states of North Carolina, I love these places. Georgia, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin. We are now winning in Michigan, Arizona, Nevada, and Alaska, which would result in us carrying at least 315 electoral votes. But it's much easier doing what the networks did or whoever called it, because there was no other path. There was no other path to victory. We also have won the popular vote, I will say. Thank you very much. Winning the popular vote was very nice, very nice. I will tell you. A great feeling of love. We have a great feeling of love in this very large room with unbelievable people standing by my side. These people have been incredible. They made the journey with me, and we're going to make you very happy. We're going to make you very proud of your love. I hope that you're going to be looking back someday and say that was one of the really important moments of my life when I voted for this group of people beyond the president, this group of great people. America has given us an unprecedented and powerful mandate. We have taken back control of the Senate. Wow, that's great. The Senate races in Montana, Nevada, Texas, Ohio, Michigan, Wisconsin, the great Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, were all won by the MAGA movement. They helped so much. And in those cases, every one of them, we worked with the senators. They were tough races, and I mean, the number of victories in the Senate was absolutely incredible. And we did tele-rallies with each one of them. Sometimes we did 2 or 3 of them. And it was amazing to look at all of those victories. Nobody expected that. Nobody. So I just wanted to thank you very much for that. And you have some great senators and some great new senators. And it also looks like we'll be keeping control of the House of Representatives. And I want to thank Mike Johnson. I think he's doing a terrific job. I want to also thank my beautiful wife, Melania, First Lady. Who has the #1 best-selling book in the country? She's done a great job. Works very hard. To help people. So I just want to thank her. But I want to thank my whole family, my amazing children are amazing. That's a good thing when you think they are. But Don, Eric, Ivanka, Tiffany, Barron, Laura, Jared, Kimberly, Michael, thank you all. What a help. My father-in-law, Victor, is tremendous, and we miss very much Melania's mother, Amalia. We miss Amalia. She would be very happy right now, standing on this stage. She'd be so proud. She was a great woman, that one. Beautiful inside and out. She was a great woman. I want to be the first to congratulate our great, now I can say, Vice President-elect of the United States. And his absolutely remarkable and beautiful wife, Ushabes. He's a feisty guy, isn't he? You know, I've said, go into the enemy camp. And you know, the enemy camp, there's certain networks. And a lot of people don't like this. Sir, do I have to do that? He just goes, okay. Which one? CNN, MSDNC. He'll say, oh, thank you very much. He's like the only guy I've ever seen. He really looks forward to it. And then he just goes in and absolutely obliterates them. Say a couple of words.
Wow. Well, Mr. President, I appreciate you allowing me to join you on this incredible journey. I thank you for the trust that you placed in me. And I think we just witnessed the greatest political comeback in the history of the United States of America. And under President Trump's leadership, we're never going to stop fighting for you, for your dreams, for the future of your children. And after the greatest political comeback in American history, we're going to lead the greatest economic comeback in American history under Donald Trump's leadership.
Took a little heat at the beginning, but he was, I knew the brain was a good one, about as good as it gets. And we love the family, and we're going to have a great 4 years, and we're going to turn our country around, make it something very special. Lost that little thing called special. We have to make it so. We're going to make this so great. It's the greatest country and potentially the greatest country in the world by far. And right now we're going to just work very hard to get all of that back. We're going to make it the best it's ever been. We can do that. We just did. We have to wait longer. I don't know if it's going bad, if it's going bad. We're going to have to seal up those borders, and we're going to have to let people come into our country. We want people to come back in, but we have to let them come back in, but they have to come in legally. They have to come in legally. You know, I was president, and now it looks like I was going to be maybe president again, so I figured I could ask him to hold. So I asked him to hold, especially because you're going to be president again, they hold. So I take the phone down, and I'm looking to see, I'm seeing this crazy thing that's going around and coming down that looks like it's going to crash into the gantry. And I said, oh no, and I said, do me a favor, do you mind holding for a couple of hours? I thought it was a space age movie or something. I put the phone down, but I didn't even get for 45 minutes, and it was over. But this spaceship came down, and I saw those engines firing, and it looked like it was over, it was going to smash, and then I saw the fire pour out from the left side, and it put it straight, and it came down so gently. who else can do that? Can Russia do it? No. Can China do it? No. Can the United States do it other than you? No. Nobody can do that. I said, that's why I love you, Elon. That's great. And you know, when we had the tragic Hurricane Helene, and it hit North Carolina, they were really devastated. The water. This was a big water, as big as we've ever seen. What a hurricane. It built lakes out of nothing. Fields became lakes, and the danger was unbelievable. And the people from North Carolina came to me and they said, would it be possible, at all possible, for you to speak to Elon Musk? We need Starlink. I said, what's Starlink? It's a form of communication. So I called Elon, and I'll tell you what, he had, and it was very dangerous. People would die. They had no communication. All the wires were down. I called Elon Musk. I said, Elon, you have something called Starlink. Is that right? I said, what the hell is it? He said, it's a communication system that's very good. I said, Elon, they need it really, really badly in North Carolina. Can you get it? He had that there so fast. It was incredible. So, and it was great. It saved a lot of lives. He saved a lot of lives. But he's a character, he's a special guy, he's a super genius. We have to protect our geniuses. We don't have that many of them. We have to protect our super geniuses. I want to thank some of the guys. You know, we have up here today the U.S.of champion. He's a fantastic golfer, slightly longer than me. It took a little bit longer than me. Just a little bit. Bryson DeChambeau is up here. What happened to Bryson? Where is he? I said, oh, here we shot. He's hitting balls. Oh, he's on the way. He's hitting balls. Bryson. Oh, look at him. He had a great career going. Great U.S. Open. That's a fantastic job. And we also have a Mandana White who has done some job. He's a tough guy. So Dana started UFC and came to me, do you mind if I use your... Nobody wanted to give me Marines because they said it's a rough sport, a little rough. And I helped him out a little bit, and I went, and they said, this is the roughest sport I've ever seen, but I began to like it, and he loved it, and nobody's done a better job in sports. And you know, he's a very motivational kind of a guy, what he does. He gets these fighters, and they really go at it. It's become one of the most successful sports enterprises anywhere at any time, doing so well. I'd like to ask Dana just to say a couple of words, because people love to hear from him.
Nobody deserves this more than him, and nobody deserves this more than his family does. This is what happens when the machine comes after you. What you've seen over the last several years, this is what it looks like. Couldn't stop him. He keeps going forward. He doesn't quit. He's the most resilient, hard-working man I've ever met in my life. His family are incredible people. This is karma, ladies and gentlemen. He deserves this. They deserve it as a family. I want to thank some people real quick. I want to thank the Nell boys, Aiden Ross, Theo Vaughn, also with the boys, and last but not least, the mighty and powerful Joe Rogan. And thank you, America. Thank you.
group of people. These are hard-working people. These are fantastic people, and we can add a few names like Robert F. Kennedy. And he's going to help make America healthy again. Other than that, go have a good time, Bobby. We're going to be paying down debt. We're going to be reducing taxes. We can do things that nobody else can do. Nobody else is going to be able to do it. China doesn't have what we have. Nobody has what we have. But we have the greatest people also. I think that's the most important thing. This campaign has been so historic in so many ways. We've built the biggest, the broadest, the most unified coalition. They've never seen anything like it in all of American history. They've never seen it. Young and old, men and women, rural and urban. And we had them all helping us tonight. When you think, I mean, I was looking at it, I was watching it, there was some great analysis of the people that voted for us. Nobody's ever seen anything like that. They came from all corners, union, non-union, African American, Hispanic American, Asian American, Arab American, Muslim American. We had everybody, and it was beautiful. It was a historic realignment, uniting citizens of all backgrounds around a common core of common sense. You know, we're a party of common sense. We want to have borders, we want to have security, we want to have things be good, safe, we want great education, we want a strong and powerful military, and ideally we don't have to use it. You know, we had no wars. 4 years we had no wars, except we defeated ISIS. We defeated ISIS in record time, but we had no wars. They said, we will start a war. I'm not going to start a war. I'm going to stop wars. But this is also a massive victory for democracy and for freedom. Together we're going to unlock America's glorious destiny. We're going to achieve the most incredible future for our people. Yesterday, as I stood at my last stop on the campaign, I'll never be doing a rally again. Can you believe it? I think we've done 900 rallies approximately from the Can you imagine? 901 something. A lot of rallies. And it was sad. Everybody was sad. Many people said this is our last rally. But now we're going on to something that's far more important, because the rallies were used for us to be put in this position where we can really help our country. That's what we're going to do. We're going to make our country better than it ever has been. I said that many people have told me that God spared my life for a reason. And now we are going to fulfill that mission together. We're going to fulfill that mission. The task before us will not be easy, but I will bring every ounce of energy, spirit, and fight that I have in my soul to the job that you entrusted to me. This is a great job, and there's no job like this. This is the most important job in the world. Just as I did in my first term, we had a great first term, a great first term. I will govern by a simple motto: promises made, promises kept. We're going to keep our promise. Nothing will stop me from keeping my word to you, the people. We will